Hey guys, welcome back. This is Bernard from the BTNHD, and yes, the OnePlus One finally got the Lollipop 5.0. Well, it really didn't get 5.0 yet. It's still in alpha for testing, so I'm going to show you guys how to get it. So the first thing that you need to do is go into the OnePlus One forum site and retrieve the zip file that they provide you. They do give you instructions, but I'm just going to show you guys how to do it video way, right? I do have my notes, which all my notes and all the links that you need to get all the installation, all the download files are going to be placed on my website, and the link is going to be placed at the description part, so don't worry about that. So once you download the zip file from OnePlus One, you need to get yourself a copy of Java SE Development Kit, SDK Toolkits only, and the Universal Windows USB drivers, and you also need to get TWRP, which that's what they recommend. That's what OnePlus recommend, the TWRP, and Super SU. Okay, I think OnePlus was nice enough to actually provide all that stuff for you. But again, at my site, I'm going to give you all the links. Once you got all that stuff downloaded and saved inside your downloads folder or on your desktop or wherever you dropped it, you need to install your Java SE Development Kit first. Once that install is done, next thing that you need to do is install your SD toolkit. Once your toolkit is installed, you want to open up your Android SDK manager, and you got to make sure that your Android SDK tools is installed, Android SDK platform tools is installed, Android support library, and Google USB drivers is installed. Those are the ones that you need for your SDK tools manager to work. You need those 4 individuals. So once that's done, once you have your SDK manager up and running with the following installs, go inside and install your Universal Windows USB driver. Once you have that completed, I recommend rebooting your machine. Once you reboot your machine, you're good to go. Now, during the SDK Toolkit Manager installation, if you change the path of where you want that stuff located, you're good to go. If you didn't, like me, I didn't change it, but for some reason it dropped it inside your user folder, your app data folder. Your app data folder is hidden, so make sure you type it up so you guys can see it, because we're going to be needing this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy that, and I'm going to open up my command prompt. So let's do a CMD. We're going to right click on this, go to Run as Administrator, and hit Yes. And we're going to do a CD space, right click, paste, and hit enter. And the reason why I'm doing this because I want to get into that platform tools, because this is where I'm going to be doing all the commands, especially the ADB command. That's the one that's going to be used the most. So once we're inside our platform tools within command prompt, we're almost good to go. Next thing that you need to do is within your platform tools folder, those 2 folders that I told you to download, that TWRP image file as well as the update zip file, make sure you drop them in there. Also, make sure that you're able to see the extensions of your files. If you don't know how to get that, you hit the Alt key, go to Tools, go to Folder Options, go to View, and make sure you uncheck Hide Extensions from Known File Types. And then once you got those 2 files in there, almost good to go. So the next thing that you need to do, the next thing that you want to do is run a FAS, actually ADB version. Hit enter, and you should see Android Debug Bridge version 1032. If you get that information, that means that your ADB is installed properly and it's good to go. I'm gonna look at my notes, and the next thing that you need to do is on your phone, make sure it's powered off. You want to hold down the volume up key. Hold the volume up key and the power button. Once you do that, actually it's not really powered off, so let's power it off. Let me power this off. Let me just power this off. So make sure it's completely powered off. This phone already has Lollipop on it. As you can see, the background is a little different. You probably haven't seen that, right? But I'm showing you guys how to get it. So once it's powered off, you want to hit the volume up and hit the power key or the power button. The phone should vibrate, and you should be able to see the CyanogenMod little icon. For me, it's Asian text, and the reason why, because I already got Lollipop. So once once you're inside your fast boot, you want to do is take your standard USB cable. I'm using the one that OnePlus gave me, and plug it into your laptop or your machine, right? As you heard, my computer said doo-doo. That means it's being read. That's awesome. The way that you know that it's being read, you need to do the following command: fast boot devices. If that command goes well, that you should see this gibberish with fast boot. That means that your laptop is talking to your phone. Excellent. Now the next thing that we need to do is do a fast boot OEM unlock. Now this command right now is going to wipe clean your machine. I mean your phone. I always consider these things machines. It's going to wipe it clean, so make sure you back up everything, all your photos, your videos, whatever. Back it up. Once you do this command, hit enter. It shouldn't take that long. It's real fast. I did notice when I did it the first time on the original ROM, the machine did reboot by itself. If it doesn't reboot by itself, what you guys need to do is do a fast boot reboot command. And once you do the fast reboot command, you want to hit enter. And as you can see, I'm going to unplug it, and it's rebooting. Now, the OnePlus One logo is normally white. It's red because, again, I have Lollipop already installed. But for you, you're going to see it as white, right? Once it boots in, we need to get into the developers option. Now, to get into the developers option is really simple. So once it boots in, I'm going to show you guys how to do that. Okay, so once you're inside your device, you want to get in, you want to go into settings, and within settings, you want to go all the way to the bottom to about phone. Go all the way to the bottom until you see Android version, and you just want to keep on clicking on the build number. The reason why you want to click on the build number is because eventually it's going to open up the doors to your developers option. So I'm going to do it for this. Just hit the build. See, Lollipop. Actually, it's not it. It's actually the build number. So let me hit the build number. Get out of here. Get out of here. The build number. Just hit the build number a couple of times, and you are now a developer. So you guys want to go into the developers options, and within the developers options, you guys want to enable USB debugging as well as disable CM recovery partition within the settings. So you're disabling the CM recovery partition and you're enabling the USB debugging. Okay, once you got those two things set on your settings within your developers options, you're almost good to go. Okay, so let me turn my page. Next thing that you guys need to do is, again, shut down your phone. Let's shut it down, and we need to get into the fast boot. Again, hold down the up key and the power key. And the reason that we need to get into that fast boot is because now we need to take our TWRP image and we need to push it into the phone so we could get into it. So let's get into our fast boot. So we're going to hold down the up button and the power. Your phone should vibrate. Once it vibrates, let it go. You should see the little face, and it should say fast boot. Just plug it in. Your laptop or your computer should make that silly sound to say, hey, I'm locked, your phone is connected to it. If you want to double check, just run the fast boot devices and you should see the device there. So I'm going to clear this out. The next command that you guys need to do is fast boot flash recovery and the name of the file. So make sure you copy everything, even the extension. This is the reason why I drop it inside the platform tools, because it makes it easy. You don't have to give it an actual path. So hit enter. It's really quick. It's really simple. It's good to go. It's done. The next thing that you need to do is actually reboot your device. So let's reboot the device as a fast boot reboot. And it's going to reboot itself. Awesome. So right now it's rebooting. I'm going to unplug it. It's rebooting. Awesome. Okay, so once you reboot into your phone, the phone is already rebooted, log in, and you're probably going to notice that there should be an option for your TWP. It actually installs this particular super user installation file for you already inside your device. So you don't really need to use the zip file. If if your Super SU installer doesn't pop up once you push out your TWRP ROM, what you could do is get into your ROM and push out the zip file. If it doesn't, hey, you could do this. It took me a while. I was hitting play, but the Play Store wasn't loading up, and eventually it did load up. And when it did load up, I hit open, and it took me back into the Super SU installer. And eventually, what I just did is I clicked on the TWRP file, and as you can see, it went to the Play Store, and I already had it installed. So I just hit open, and I just clicked on the TWRP. And once you click on that, it starts installing and downloading all the stuff that it needs to root it. Once it's completed, you're done. Like right now, it's 40, 51, 56. Come on. It's a lot. It's really quick. I didn't notice any lag on it. From here, just say will now attempt to reboot into the TWRP and install super user. Just hit continue, follow the prompts, and you guys are good to go. Awesome, right? So once the thing is rooted, and if you guys have any problems with the rooting, it is okay. Just leave comments right below, and I will help you out as much as I can. Again, all this stuff is going to be posted at my website with nice little, pictures and explanation and all the links to get all the files. Now, the next thing that you guys need to do is remember you already have your custom file and your update file within the platforms. Now, if you take your phone and you plug it into your computer, so I'm going to plug it into my computer, right? I'm going to plug it into my computer, and I am going to go to Start and Computer, and you should see your phone, right, as a portable device. Go inside your internal storage, and inside your internal storage, you should see a folder called TWRP. Within that folder, you guys need to drop your OnePlus zip file as well as your super user. Now, the super user, you're only dropping it in there if the installer was not present when you boot it into your phone. Okay, so once you push out the recovery ROM into your phone and you do the fast reboot, if you do not see that installer icon inside your phone desktop, don't worry, because then you could drop it inside this folder. Make sure that you got your phone hooked up to your thing, drop it inside, and then when we boot into our TWRP environment, you can push out the super user and just follow the prompts. So once those two files are there, you're good to go. We're going to close it. And I am going to basically, let's go here and let me eject it. Awesome. That's safe. Always eject that way. Unplug. And now what we need to do is I'm going to shut down the device. Let's power this off, because now we need to get into our TWRP environment. Now, to get into our TWRP environment, we need to hold down the volume down button and the power key at the same time. Again, the phone will vibrate. Just let go. So I'm gonna do it for you guys right now. Hold the down button, hold the power key. It should vibrate. Should see a nice little symbol right here. Again, you won't see the red. You're gonna see it white. Again, I already have the Lollipop already installed. And once it loads in, you're gonna see Team Win as the logo. There it goes, and it's gonna give you all these beautiful options. Now, the next thing that you guys need to do is, once you are within your TWRP recovery environment, you want to do a wipe and reset factory. So you're going to do a swipe to factory reset, reset it, wipe it clean, go back. Next thing that you want to do is just go back again. You want to do an install. Install is where that TWRP folder that we dropped those two files. We want to click on the OnePlus community zip folder, swipe to confirm the flash, and it's going to start installing the Lollipop version into your OnePlus laptop. So that's pretty awesome. It normally takes between, it took me between, I don't know, 2 to 5 minutes or shorter. It should be a little quicker because I already have it on. Once it's installed, the next thing that you guys need to do is, let me look at my notes. Wipe the cache and clean it up. and you should be able to reboot into your OnePlus One phone and see Lollipop, get Lollipop, test Lollipop. Again, the first thing that I noticed when it rebooted into Lollipop, it took a while to reboot. So don't hesitate, don't get all crazy and scared like I was, because I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, I think I bricked my phone. It just took a while for it to process the new ROM, the new operating system for the phone. Once it does that, it boots in and it's gonna give you a nice little welcome sign. Hey, welcome to blah, blah, blah. So right now it's still doing this thing. Again, it takes a while. And again, I think if you go to the OnePlus One site, it does give you a breakdown of what's not working at all. I think the camera version is not working. I did notice that the screen screencast is not there anymore. I'm kind of sad about that because I kind of like that feature. What else? I think it breaks the wireless as well. Phone problems as well. So if you guys are pushing out this Lollipop Alpha version to your OnePlus One, take in consideration and do it on your own risk. Okay, so it's completed successfully. Don't worry if you guys see an error unknown command, wipe data, it is okay. As long as you got it successfully installed. The option right here, wipe cache, just click on it, wipe that cache, and then you hit back. And then it is time to reboot your system. You can reboot your system, and once it reboots, that OnePlus One logo is going to change to red, and you're going to get the nice little Android, powered by Android. Again, up to this point, it's going to take a while. It took a while. Again, I was a little hesitant. I was like, oh my God, I think I broke the phone, a $400 phone. I broke it. It's just not broken. Again, it's the phone taking its time to process the new ROM and to boot you guys into it. And that's it, guys. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this how to get Lollipop 5.0 into your OnePlus One. At the bottom of the video, at the description, I'm going to post a link. It's going to take you to my site to get all the links as the Java, the SDK tools, the universal drivers, get the TWRP recovery ROM, as well as the Super SU. And at the site, I'm going to have like picture by picture and showing you guys how to do it rather than viewing this long video. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If any comments or questions or any problems, leave them at the comment section, because I am willing to help you guys out as much as possible. Again, you guys got to do this on your own risk. Number one thing is back up your phone before you do anything. It looks like it's loading up. It's getting into the Android. Once you see this part, take it easy, calm down, no problem. It will boot up into it. You should see the Never Settle logo with nice bright and red. Log in there, and again, a lot of the apps is eliminated, so you got few apps, maybe 15 plus apps, and that's it, not a lot. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Please hit the like button because it does support the video, as well as this guy. And I catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.